Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. 6 kisses, okay? Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, and I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. So, 1 kiss to you as well, my delicious little babies. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1. No. There we are. Okay, just going to have to leave it very gently there. Okay, my delicious little babies, you're getting used to my little juicy little arts now. If you can view my videos, okay, you're getting used to it, okay, until I can get a replacement, which I have tried, but, to no avail at the moment, okay. Anyway, not to worry. So the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK, well, it's a tiny little bit windy, okay? My delicious little babies, it's dry, but it is rather chilly, okay? So outside it is rather chilly, okay? But that's in my neck of the woods in the old UK. Somewhere else it may differ, okay? My delicious little babies. Now then, if you do happen to enjoy the video today, if you could please, click on the like. For others of you, if you'd like to subscribe or even leave a comment, it's always welcomed, okay? Please and thank you. So let's get into this then, my delicious little babies. So I've heard this morning on another video, okay, my delicious little babies, that, because I've got a number of things to do, that in Iran, there was an assassination yesterday that took place, the assassination of Ayatollah Abbas Ali Soleimani, yes, okay. So yes, he was assassinated yesterday. Now I do believe, only what I've heard, my delicious little babies, but apparently somebody, the assassin, shot him in the back. Well, it just seems that we're hearing a lot of this we're hearing a lot of this going on, aren't we, my delicious little babies? Yes. There seems to be, like assassination here, assassination there. Sometimes there can even be assassinations, up in the sky. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. There's that we've heard of over the years. Do you know what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Anyway, well, of course, all I'm here to do is just to give out the news, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Now then, if you could please take a look at, if you was to type it into the old space bar, Mr. Astro Theology, okay, my delicious little babies, Mr. Astro Theology, it's like 3 words into one, okay, my delicious little babies, because there's some very interesting videos on there, so I'm just repeating it again because it seems that my last video, well, has hardly had any views at all, okay? So I just want to mention things again, okay? Now then, I heard on another video, so please and thank you, that they're thinking about, the putrid in our West Midlands, yes? These councils and everything. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, and the putrid flipping, lackey flipping, well, they're all part of flipping putrid governments, aren't they? Anyway, what they're doing is they're trying to set up, so another 15-minute city. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Now then, I'm going to tell you now, I'm telling you straight, there are parts of the West Midlands, okay, they're just not going to put up with this shite. My delicious little babies, no they are not. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, especially when it's on their freedoms, yes, there we go. all cold here. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So all I can say, if this is a crack with our putrid flipping councils and everything in the West Mids, well, let me tell you, good luck with that. There we go. Good luck with it. There we go. Thank you, my beautiful, delicious little spirit. How I love you so. Okay. So yeah, good luck to them. Good luck. Okay. They're going to need all the luck they can get. There we go. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, this is something else now. So I watched where a building, you know, I mean, it wasn't the largest building I've ever seen, but it was still, you know, large enough. Well, in Mexico, so I've seen that one, and it just came crashing down, okay? But there's been two in Mexico, my delicious little babies, where apparently it's to do with a landslide, apparently, okay? But two buildings, have collapsed. Just went, do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes, a lot's going on, isn't there? But of course, you know, we've also got to understand is that you have the drug cartel, in Mexico as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So maybe here, this is sort of highlighting, you know, sort of opening the floodgates for some other things that we will be hearing about. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, things getting knocked down. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, so that's that piece of info. Now then, I'm just ticking it off as I go along, okay? Now then, so let's get on to NAC, shall we? So, they're at it again, aren't they? Oh, Nike. Do you know what I mean, Nike? Well, if you could please, my delicious little babies, if you could please, if you was to tap into your own old space bar in YouTube, my delicious little babies, Nike staff confrontation, okay? They lie about the store's recycling. So I should just repeat that once more, my delicious little babies. Nike staff confrontation. They lie about the store's recycling. Now, in the old subscribe, it should say dumpster, Darwin, you know, Darwin, UK. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Then, because what this is to do with, okay, my delicious little babies, yes, is Nike staff breaking Nike's zero waste policy. Now, the video is only about just over 10 minutes long now, delicious little babies. So it's not long at all. It's not long at all. Now, you know, the dear man who goes and, you know, goes into the dumpsters. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I see what he could get. God bless him. God bless him, okay? Well, you see, all that he was doing was taking out the boxes, the NARC boxes, you know, because he thought, well, he could just reuse them. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, he could reuse them. Now, as he was in digging, yes, you know, in these massive bins, yes, well, he came across one NARC trainer and then dug a little bit deeper and then came across the other NARC trainer. So he had a matching set. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, anyway. But then out comes the manager. You know, the staff like she said to me, and of course, you know, the barefaced liars. You know, it's like liar, liar, bums on fire. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And for a start, they were putting general waste, yes, in the bin, but also putting the cardboard in the same bin. Do you see what I'm saying? So they wasn't really doing what, you know, what they're supposed to be doing. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? Now then, and there's also something to do with, you know, where they'll accept some like trainers, clothes and things like this. You need to please listen to the video, my delicious little babies. Yes, very interesting indeed, yes. But what it is that, well, instead of these, say, clothes trainers, various different things, yes? Instead of them being, recycled and sent, somewhere else, well, they're not. They just end up going to the minefields. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? So, Nack is at it again, lying. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, but it's really interesting. When there we go. Thank you, my beautiful, dear little spirit, once again. Do you see? So, they're lying again. It just seems to be, and what they say on the website, on the website, okay, well, it does not seem to be really, shall we say, all correct, shall we say? But it'd be really interesting for you, my delicious little babies, to please just watch just over 10 minutes of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, that manager of the Narc Star, well, he wouldn't even let your poor man there even have the Narc litter boxes. Do you see what I mean? So, the manager's, throwing them back in the bin. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? So, and of course, what your man there, not in that way, but the uploader, yes, the dumpster dive in UK, what he said is that, what they'll do in the Star is that they'll just, tear everything and, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so that, nothing's usable at all. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, really, I find it a disgusting state of affairs. Okay, so yes, Nike, you're not going to get any ticks from me. Okay, my delicious little babies, because you're a liar. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, very interesting. Now then we hear that, that flipping Elon Musk, the one who's all into flipping AI and all this shite, yes? Anyway, well, with him, what is it, a 3 billion, that I read? A 3 billion SpaceX rocket? Well, not long after it was, doing its test launch, well, apparently it blew up, exploded. My delicious little babies. Well, I don't know how they're ever going to get to the moon if it flipping, just shortly after takeoff and it flipping explodes. Do you see what I'm saying? So, your rocket there was not going anywhere, was it? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious babies? Yes? What is this? Looking at it, it couldn't even organise a pip in a flipping brewery. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Flipping crazy. I'm absolutely convinced, that these ones with a lot of the old, ka-ching, I'm convinced the wind's picking up. I'm convinced, my delicious little babies, that they clearly seem to have more ka-ching, pound, shilling, pence, dollars and change than flipping common sense. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? In Dubai, you got flying cars at 156 grand a pop. You see what I mean? That have a flight time of 35 minutes. I've just brought that back into my old noddle for some reason. Do you see what I mean? And of course you got somewhere else where you got rockets exploding. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? You look at both sorts of things really going on. Both are flipping utterly useless, aren't they? That's the way I just see it, my delicious little babies. Totally useless anyway, so just sort of mention that. So yeah. So I'm sure that Elon Musk is not a very happy little bunny, okay? Or unless he knew something, which could quite possibly, there we are, be so. Do you see what I mean? Yes. You see, we're having a lot of fires in different places and we're having, like I say, now exploding rockets. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes. As well as, which I said on another one of my videos, weeks and weeks back, where you got labs, laboratories been blown up as well. Do you see what I'm saying to you? So there seems to be an awful lot, doesn't there, my delicious little babies, don't you think? Because I do. Do you see? Anyway, so let's go on to the next thing. So that's that. So we ticked off Nack. We ticked off Mexico. We've ticked off the 15-minute city. We've ticked off Mr. Astrotheology. We've ticked off the assassination. We've ticked off that Elon Musk and his flipping useless rocket. And that leaves us with, very lastly, my delicious little babies, it leaves me with the very last thing. Just before I say this, my delicious little babies, something else just come into me, Natter. So, I was walking with my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday the other day, okay? And, and I see the little bairns, the young bairns. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Oh, lovely young bairns, Well, any beautiful little baby or any beautiful little bairn, they're a blessing, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Life would never be life without them. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because, they're just innocent. God bless them, for those who are allowed to be innocent. And God bless them. God loved very, very sadly the other dear little babies who are not allowed to be innocent. But I was talking to a couple of the little bairns the other day. I'm just going to tell you this, just to break this up before I say my last thing, my delicious babies. And, and they all know me. Even the adults, they all know. I talk to the grass, I talk to the flowers, I talk to the bushes, I talk to my little trees. I talk to everything. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious baby? Do you see what I'm saying? It's just, I really, really, really appreciate, there we are, nature. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and just to see it, sheer beauty, and being able to even see it is a blessing to me. My delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Anyway, and the little bairns, it's ever so amazing because they know what I'm like, and talk to trees, everything. And they said, and I said, well, they're living things, aren't they? I said to little bairns, yes, the little young lads, God bless them, because the one little lad, he's just had a little baby sister, God bless, not long ago, a couple of months ago it is now. Anyway, and it's ever so amazing because the other little lad, he turned around and he said, because he's very sensitive like that, with things like that, and he just comes out with things. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. And he said, yes. He said, what it is, he said, they can hear us. He said, but they, he says, but we cannot hear them. He said, but they are speaking to us. And he's only about 7, God bless him. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. So that's what I'm saying. You see, little bairns are just so, I just feel that they're so flipping super duper clever. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. But of course they talk flipping common sense, don't they? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, which unfortunately we're living in a world where we've got a large number, it seems, God bless, who lack in common sense as adults. Do you see what I'm saying to my little babies? Yes. So, anyway, that's that. So, let me get back to this. So the very last thing that I want to talk about. Yes, that was really sweet when I heard that. I said, yes, I said, you're absolutely, right there. And I said, have a beautiful evening. I said, love to you and your mums and dads and your families and everything. Do you know what I mean? Yes, and I just carried on walking. But, yes, it's just amazing because little bairns know, There we go, they know. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Anyway. And very lastly, so it seems that Andrew Bridging, well, he's been expelled. So he was suspended for a time and then finally expelled. Doesn't it, I don't know about you, my little babies, but doesn't it sound very much to you that it's sort of, it's a bit like a school, isn't it? My delicious little babies. Like when somebody gets suspended. Mind you, I got flipping suspended myself, do you see what I mean? Anyway, well, it never bothered me anyway, because I couldn't flipping stand school anyway, do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so it never bothered me at all. Flipping boring place to be, do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Anyway, I'm not ashamed of it. No, I'm not. That's what happened. Do you see what I mean? I thought it was super duper flipping wonderful. And again, that was, for speaking my mind. There we go. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because they're not alike, are they, these schools, when you speak your mind? Bit been like that for decades, hasn't it? Like, you see, things have changed, but really in other ways, some things have never changed. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Anyway, so it sounds to me very much like a school classroom, this putrid government of ours in the old UK. Oh, naughty, 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 you've been naughty, so you get suspended. And then if you're even naughtier, you get expelled. And that is what has happened here. Oh, crackers. Absolutely. Crackers. Now, I'm not laughing, so please, I just need to make this very abundantly clear, my delicious babies. I'm not laughing that Andrew Bridgen has lost his job. No, I'm not. In fact, I see it as here we go again. So we're going, seems to be a circle, circle, circle. Okay, you know, to me, this is a blessing. And I've been listening to him with another speech this morning on another video. And, you know, and he said, this is, well, he said, if that's my career over, he said, then so be it. But what I say is, good on you, Andrew Bridgen. Because what he's doing, well, what they've flipping called us, is standing up for flipping humanity. That is what he's doing. Simply standing up for humanity, yes. Do you see? But of course, they wanted to make his life so difficult. Do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little baby? Sorry, yes. But he's just got to the stage now. I mean, obviously, he does care, because obviously he cares about helping whoever he was helping to do with his community and everything, yes. But at the same time, he simply just didn't want to be a part of what is going on here, yes? And of course, and I heard another speech, he's talking about the, because he's got his own Andrew Bridgen on his own YouTube. Do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? And then you heard another one, days ago where, he was talking about, the WHO, the World Health Organisation, and that he does not feel that they should be given the powers. Because this is very, very flipping serious, my delicious little babies, and it's very dangerous if you put it in the hands of dangerous individuals. There we are. And of course, as if they have not caused enough flipping destruction, the putrid. Do you see what I'm saying? But no, I just feel, yes, at the end of the day, yes, it's probably going to be, God bless Andrew, where he's, there we go, finding his feet. These are words that I just got, finding his feet with something else. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? But at the end of the day, what I'm loving about it, he's standing in his truth. But you got the rest of our putrid, flipping keeps stumbling now, on this video, governments, right? And they're just flipping, they're putrid. They're nothing but barefaced liars and flipping putrid and flipping cowards. And they're the flipping scum of the earth is what there we are. That's what they are. They're the scum of the earth. Do you know what I mean? It's something that you wouldn't even wipe off your shoe. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, that is what they are. And I do not feel bad about it. And no, I'm not going to take my video down. And no, I'm not going to say sorry for what I've just said. No. Okay? That's how I feel. The others should have stood up and said, okay, we might lose our careers, but guess what? Do you know what I mean? And if the others had used their flipping old noddles, their old loves, do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, we could have created something, and then would make, joined in with us, okay, like, on our side, yes, and then created something wonderful, living in your truth. But no, they all stood against him. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Well, like I say, I do not like this saying, it's figure of speech, okay, because I like to call them our beautiful little baby sons or daughters, our beautiful little animals. But there's an old-fashioned, saying, every dog has its day. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, so they're not doing themselves any favours at all. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies, yes? So no, good on you, Andrew, good on Andrew Bridging, and may he keep up the good work. But when he stands in his own truth, yes, well, you know, and he sees the lies for what it really, there we are, for what it really flipping damn well is, yes? Well, to me, what's that saying? Cleanliness is as close to godliness, okay? So, in other words, this is just a figure of speech, my delicious little babies. But what I'm saying is, it's like a cleansing of the soul, isn't it? That you know you're doing the right thing. And that's what Andrew is trying to do and has been doing. Do you see what I mean? He's just doing what I feel, the way he comes across, the right thing. That's it. I mean, he's got no choice now anyway, I said, do you know what I mean? Because obviously, we know who are not going to be trusting him. Do you see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, well, I mean, if we look at this another way, this has done him a favour. There we go. I mean, so you got Tucker Carlson in America, God bless him. Andrew Bridging over here in the UK, God bless him. You know, and then of course you had that Don Lemon in America. He's another flipping little barefaced liar, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Liar, liar, your bum's on fire. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes. Anyway, we're not feeling sorry for him. No, okay? But it just goes to show, see, I just got dominoes. It's like a domino effect. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, because we're not going to see the end of this yet. And the way I see things, this is just my view, my delicious little babies, yes, is that, there we go, collapse, I just got collapsed. So other things are going to start to collapse. Do you see, there we are, do you see what I'm saying to you, yes? So we've got to watch this space. My delicious little babies, anyway, so that's the video for today. So I hope you've enjoyed it, okay? Oh, there we go. Thank you, my beautiful little spirit. Do you see? I'm going to have to take my last video down from last night. And what I'm going to have to do is reword it and then put it back up. Okay, my delicious little babies, I feel like that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay, so that at least some can have a listen. Okay, I just have to put it under something else, something simple. So if anybody wants to look at it, please feel free, my delicious little babies. And thank you, sir, very much for even taking the time to watch my video today. But I've stumbled on, and I keep getting number 777. There we are. Just keep getting 7, the number 7. Don't know. Anyway, so that's that. Oh, one more thing. Sorry, my delicious little babies, before I go. What is it? They've opened the McDonald's in Ukraine. You should see what's going on over in flipping Ukraine, my delicious little babies. It's not very nice at all what's going on over there, my delicious little babies. Anyway, I should say no more than that, because I've got to at least get, you know, 4 or 5 views at least. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, because you keep pushing the bird out and it pees them off, doesn't it? Anyway, so until my next video, please take care of yourselves, my delicious little babies, and please try and take care of others, okay? And please continue to lift the vibration and lift the frequency, okay, my delicious little beautiful babies that you are, and how I love you also. You're super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, okay? Now then, and also give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, some friends and some work colleagues, and please tell them that they're super duper juicy, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, okay? And that you love them so, okay? So much love, my delicious little babies. Take care. God bless. Thank you. Goodbye.